Since it is going live, mm, mm, mm. Don't forget, put an R in the chat box to let me know you are ready. All right. Hello, YouTube, and soon to be Facebook. Everybody, look, Kenny Sways on hello. Um, Welcome to another Saturday story time session. So happy to have everyone here, both live inside the Zoom room as well as on YouTube and Facebook. Today, we are going to read a story about a woman who changed things for her community um, inside the medical profession, right? So we are titling this one Medicine Woman. Give me 1 second to get the screens all up. Um, I'm excited about this. This is somebody new that I also learned about. Um, and this was written by Patricia McCord. And so someone in the Zoom room, please let me know that you guys can see my screen. You could just drop me a Y if you can see the screen. All right, thank you. So before we begin, please have a paper or a notebook, a pencil, crayons or markers, and be ready to have fun. Today's agenda: we will read about Susan LaFlèche Picotti and her life. We will also cover vocabulary, answer a few questions, and then work on our activity. Yes. And so let's jump right in and get ourselves together. All of my friends in Zoom room said that they were ready. So if you guys are watching from YouTube or Facebook, I'll give you about 5 or 10 seconds to go ahead, get your pencil and your notebook, or wherever you can write these words down for 2 times each. Giving it a second. Oh, okay, hold on. We have Kwame trying to also get in the room. Hold on. I'm going to see if we can go ahead. I'm going to put the first set of words up. Please go ahead. Give me 1 second to cue music, but I'm also going to try to send this link really quickly. Go ahead. Our words are degree, reservation, chief, encouraged, tribe, culture. Go ahead and write those words down. Let me put the minute on the clock first before I even send the link. Let me get you guys set up properly. Okay. Mhm. I can't even find it. Remember to put a D in the chat box when you're done. All right, that is my buzzer. How are we looking inside the chat box? Let me see. I'm going to post the words here as well and do a quick recap. So we have the word degree, reservation, chief, encouraged, tribe, and culture. If you are not done writing the words, they are okay. Oh, it's a lot of people's birthdays today. Well, okay, hold on for me 1 second before we move on to the next thing. Let's say happy birthday to Charmion's grandma, her auntie, and her mom's best friend, and her cousin's birthday. Happy birthday, everyone. Ah, that is so awesome to have so many birthdays in one day. That's a party in itself. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next set of words. We have physical, stereotype, illness, inspired, daughters, and mission. Go ahead and write these words 2 times each. I'm going to put the timer back on. Go ahead and begin. you to no. Yes. Hello. All right, that is the buzzer. If anyone needs more time, please let me know in the chat box. If you need another few seconds, please let me know inside the chat box. Put a T for time. And if you're done, put a D for done. Okay, thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Keely. Shamian, Zoe, bless. How we doing? Thank you. Thank you. I am going to put the words inside the chat box. Give me 1 second, you guys. All right, I put the words in the box. Let's recap real quick. Physician, stereotype, illness, inspired, daughters, and mission. All right, good job, good job. Let's get ready and read this story. All right, you guys, give me 1 second as I need to shrink this thing here. Susan LaFlèche Picate was the first Native American woman to earn a medical degree. She was born on the Omaha Reservation in northeastern Nebraska on June 17th, 1865. She lived during a time when a lot of changes was happening in the United States as a whole. And among the Native American and Omaha tribe, she was a part of. Susan's father, Joseph LaFlèche, was also known as Iron Eyes and was the last recognized chief of Omaha. Susan was the youngest of four girls. Her father encouraged all of his daughters to value education. They attended a mission school that was run by the Presbyterians and later the Quakers, where they were taught the culture and habits of whites. Susan and her sisters all became leaders and followed in their father's footsteps of helping the Omaha make the painful change to white society while still trying to hold on to their own culture. And so, ladies and gents, this is who we are learning about today. Welcome, Kwame. The words are in the chat box. I will send them back to you really quickly. Give me 1 second, everybody. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. The words have been sent. Okay, continuing on with our story. Susan was only 8 years old when she became inspired to become a physician as she watched an Indian woman die because a white doctor refused to give her care. In 1886, she entered the Women's Medical College of Pennsylvania. Not only did Susan do well, but she graduated a year early and first in her class. After earning her degree, Susan went back to the Omaha Reservation, where she was the only doctor and cared for more than 1,000 people. She helped her people understand that they needed to make changes to protect their health. Susan bought her own medical supplies and she earned only $500 a year for her work. Oops. All right, let me move my panel here. In 1894, Susan married and had two sons. She settled in Nebraska with her family and set up her own private practice. She later built the first hospital on a reservation that was not funded by government money. She broke the stereotype of women staying at home to raise their children. Susan treated both Native and white Americans in her medical practice. Susan LaFlèche Picate spent her entire life learning about health and bringing her knowledge to the Omaha tribe through education and healthcare for her people. Although Susan spent her life helping with health issues, she had many health battles of her own. She died when she was only 50 years old on September 18th, 1915, after an illness of 3 years. This here on the picture is an actual picture of her center. I thought it was important to make sure you guys had a visual of what she was able to put together. Now, whether or not it's still up is what I don't know, in all honesty and transparency here. But that was a picture of the center. All right. That is the end. Now, let's get into the questions. All right. What is the author's purpose for writing this article? You are going to place your answer in the chat box. A, to persuade readers to pursue a career in medicine. B, to teach readers how to become a successful doctor. C, to entertain readers with an amusing story in Native American history. Or D, to inform readers about a historical figure. Is it A, B, C, or D? All right, all right, all right. That was the buzzer. Let's see, what do we have going on here? Oh, I can't see the chat box anymore. Isn't that lovely? Ah! Someone open their mic and tell me what the answer is. When you do that, I might be able to bring my other screen back up.
It's D.
D. All right. Let's see if D is the correct answer. Oh, hey, Nate. Did not see you there. Hold on. Let me make sure I rename it so that I know who I am chatting with. All right. Charmian said the answer is D. Let's see if it's correct. It is. Yay. Yes. It was to inform readers about a historical figure. Let's keep going. The fact below is not true. Dr. Susan LaFlèche Picot was the first woman to earn a medical degree. Rewrite the sentence above. Change the underlined words, which would have been first woman. You guys can't see it for whatever reason. To make the sentence true. The underlined words are first woman as the hint, and change the underlined words to make this sentence true. I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Go. All right, that was the buzzer. Who has the answer for me? All right, you guys, for some strange reason, Ms. Robinson did something. Hold on. We're going to zoom out for a second. There goes my chat box. Back in business. All right, all right, all right. Who has the answer to this question? Oh, Charmian jumps in. Go ahead. Tell us the sentence.
Dr. Susan LaFlèche Picot was the first Native American woman to earn a medical degree.
You better come through, Charmian. Listen, what? Yes. Dr. Susan LaFlèche Picot was the first Native American woman to earn a medical degree. Yes. All right, good job. I see it too, Zoe. I see the private messages coming through. Yes. If you don't know, now you know. Okay. Good job. Love it, love it, love it. Everyone, write this sentence down in your notes. Write this sentence down in your notes. And especially if you did not get this right. I'll put a minute up here and then I'm going to move on. All right, that is our lovely buzzer. By this time, everyone should have written it down in their notes. Oh, okay. Kenny said time. Okay. I got you. I got you. I could support that soon as I find my timer again. All right. Thank you, Nate and Kwame, for letting me know you are done. $45 for you, Keely or Kenny. I'm not sure which one. And then we are moving on. So far, so good. Charmian, thank you so much. You hit it out the park. A few seconds left. I need to. All right, that is the buzzer and right on time. All right, next question. Which statement is an opinion? A. Susan LaFleche Picot's father was a chief of the Omaha. B. LaFleche Picot worked as the only doctor on the Omaha reservation. C. In the 1880s, Dr. LaFleche Picot was the best doctor in America. And D. Susan LaFleche was the youngest of 4 girls in her family. Which statement is an opinion? Opinion only. Drop the answers in the chat box. Okay, my friends, you know, I'm multitasking over here. Let's see those answers. All right. I got a lot of C's. Let's see. Yes, good job, good job. The word best was the clue. The word best was the clue. Saying something or someone is the best is usually an opinion. All right, let's keep going. Which year did Dr. LaFleche pass away? Which year did she pass away? Drop your answers in the chat box. All right, that is the buzzer. Let's see what the answers are. I see some people putting A. What's an NK? Oh, everybody has A. Are you, oh, maybe trying to write your initials? I don't know what you're trying to write over there. Hold on. Let's reveal. It is A, 1915. Yes. Now, everyone, please write this number down. You will need it for the next question. Please write this number down. Once you have written down the year 1915, drop a D in the chat and let me know you're ready for the next question. 1915, 1915, write it down, write it down, write it down. You need it, you need it, you need it. All right. Let's go on. Doctor, use your math skills to complete the sentence below. Dr. Susan LaFlèche Picot died how many years ago? Do the math. I'll give you one hint. You need the current year and you need the year she passed away. Let's see. Let's test these math skills real quick. All right. That is the buzzer. Who is willing to try and say how many years ago they have as an answer? Go ahead, Zoe.
My answer is 106 years ago.
She said 106 years ago. All right, hold on for that answer. I now see Nate and Kwame want to go. Not sure which one of you fellas is saying it, but go ahead, open up the mic and share with us what you got.
194 years.
We can't hear you.
194 years.
194 years.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That was Kwame. Anybody else wants to give it a try? Oh, Charmian, go ahead.
I also think it's 106 years.
You also think it's 106 years. All right,
Mhm.
let me go ahead and reveal this answer. It is. She died 106 years ago. You needed to subtract 1915 from 2021. 1915 away from 2021. Good job, everybody. Continue to check your math. I may have to do a little math challenge with everybody on one of these Saturday sessions. All right, hold on. Let's go to the next question. What event inspired Susan LaFlèche to become a doctor? What event inspired her to become a doctor? I am going to put 1 minute on the clock for you guys to figure out this question. Go ahead. You made a complete sentence. All right. That was the buzzer. And I see Zoe was the first person to write me a complete sentence in the chat box. Be careful with those capital letters, Zoe. Okay. Sentences always start with a capital letter. Just keep that in mind. I know in this text world, sometimes we forget the grammar, but let's not. Okay. Um, how are the rest of you guys doing? Put a T in the chat box if you need more time to put the sentence together. Or put a D in the chat box. Thank you, Zoe. A D in the chat box if you are also done. And put an M in the chat box if you want to share the answer. Thank you, Kenny and Keely. All right. All right, I got some different answers out here. So I'm going to read them. I have a white doctor wouldn't help a Native American and a Native American girl died. I have the event that inspired Dr. Susan was an Indian girl who died. Let's see. Are we agreeing with what was out there? Charmian, go ahead. Tell me your sentence.
The event that inspired her to be a doctor was when she saw a white doctor let a Native American patient die.
All right, so that's similar to what I have already put out there. Let's go. When she was 8 years old, Susan saw an Indian woman die because a doctor refused to treat her. You guys are all in the same ballpark. So yes, kudos to everybody for getting that correct. Good job. Yes. Love it, love it, love it, love it. A round of applause for yourselves. All right, let's move on. Vocabulary time. Which word is it? So you guys have been giving the 12 words, and now you need to select which word fits this hint. Academic rank for finishing college. Academic rank for finishing college. Which vocabulary word matches this hint? Drop it in the chat box or drop an M in the chat box to say the answer out loud. I'm going to try to get this timer back up. Which word is it? Oh, look at the answers. Look at the answers coming in. All right, all right, all right. Let's see if my friends are correct. I see a lot of degrees and stuff in the chat box. I don't know. Kenny and Keely, tell me what's the answer? What you got?
Degree.
All right, let's see who's correct. It is, you guys did amazing. Yes, degree. Woo! Next one. Area of land set aside for Native Americans to live. Area of land set aside for Native Americans to live. Go ahead and drop those answers in the chat box. You guys might not even need 30 seconds. I was thinking 30 seconds was long. I see you guys on the 15-second mode. I think I hit the answer by mistake. So we're gonna pause it. The answer is reservation. Reservation. We're not even gonna call on anybody for that. I didn't know, my water bottle must have hit it. Next up, that was a good one. Hint. Leader of a Native American tribe. Go ahead, the timer is on. Put the answers in the chat. All right. So I'm seeing that you guys have the answers. You know what? Everyone, set the chat box to my name so that you can message me privately with the answer. So no one has to think that somebody's looking at their answer and all this other stuff. Set the chat box right now to me on private for a direct message to me and send your answers to me privately. All right. Do I have a volunteer for this one? Let me see who's the first person to drop the answer in the chat box. It was Nate and Kwame. Nate and Kwame, you guys were the first one to put it in. What's the answer?
Choice.
Yes. Ding! Good job, good job, good job. And everyone else had that in the chat box as well. Amazing. Let's keep going. So here's your next hint. Gave support to someone. Gave support to someone. Go ahead, private message me the answer. Private message me the answer. And if you are in the YouTube or Facebook world, go ahead and select a word as well. All right, that was the buzzer. I have different answers coming through the chat box. I've seen mission and I've seen encouraged. So who's volunteering to give me the answer? Put an M. Oh, Charmian got it in there first. Charmian, go ahead.
Encouraged.
Encouraged. Let's see if she is correct. She is right. Woo! Good job, good job, good job. All right. Group of Native American families. This is your next hint. Group of Native American families. Which word is it? All right, that's the buzzer. Somebody drop an M in the chat to let me know they want to share the answer. Let's go, Zoe.
The answer is tribe.
Tribe. Now I see some different answers in the chat box, but I'm going to see if you are right. Let's go. Booyah! It's tribe. Good job. Tribe. A tribe is a group of Native American families. A tribe is also a group of people who are in support of the same thing, whether it's culture, traditions, beliefs. That is a tribe, right? It's the group. Keyword group. All right. Next hint: behaviors, attitudes, and customs of a group of people. Behaviors, attitudes, and customs of a group of people. Go ahead. 15 seconds on the clock. All right. That was the buzzer, and I already got a volunteer. So, hey, Nate and Kwame, go ahead.
Culture.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Culture.
Is that an accent you just developed? Culture. Yes, the word is culture. Yes, culture. Good job. I seen everyone had put in the same word. Excellent work, my friends. Next hint: medical doctor. Medical doctor. Which word is the match? I was going to say, which word is the hint? Which word is the match for medical doctor? Put it in the chat box. Oh, look at these answers coming through. All right. So, Kenny and Kelly, please go ahead and tell us what you got.
Payson. I don't know how to say it. Payson.
It's physician. But
Yeah.
you are correct. Yes. Woo-hoo! Good job to everybody, because I seen it in the chat box, so I know you got it right. Okay. Next hint: commonly held but oversimplified view of a group of peoples. It's something that might be commonly held as an idea or concept, but it's oversimplified view of a group of people. What word fits this? Drop it in the chat box. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Look at them. All right. That is the buzzer. All right. So I'm seeing the answers. And Zoe, I didn't see yours, but I already had the first M come in from Kwame and Nate. What is the answer?
Stereotype.
Stereotype. Let's see. Woo! Yes, that is the answer. Good job. Next word or next hint: sickness. Which word matches sickness? All right. That is the buzzer. Okay, first of all, I got a flood of the answers and a flood of volunteers, but in keeping with the rules, the first volunteer was Charmion. Go ahead. What's the answer?
Illness.
Let's see if she is correct. She is. Yes. Woo! Good job. And everyone put illness in the chat box. You guys are making me so proud today. Yes. All right. It's my favorite part, activity time. So for my friends who are in virtual world. I will explain the activity to you, and then you can do the activity at home or with a friend or a loved one at home. And then my friends here who are live with me in the Zoom room, we will continue on in private. But before we begin, that same white paper I told you to have, I want you to look at this image that's on the screen and fold your paper into 3 parts. Fold your paper into 3 parts. Or you can even draw 3 column lines like this too. Even if you don't, so if you don't fold it, draw the 3 lines to separate it. Once you are done doing that, please drop a D in the chat box to let me know you are done. When you are done, put a D. Get your piece of paper and put it, fold it in 3 or divide it in 3 with lines. Boom, 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 boom. I'll give everybody a minute to do it. All right, that is my buzzer. Okay, I'm seeing a couple more D's now come through. Does anyone else need another few seconds? Charmian and Bless, how are you girls doing over there? All right. Okay, now I see it looks like everybody is done. Okay, I'm gonna stop the buzzer. Let's move into the next part. So now that your paper is folded into 3s, hold on, you guys, I gotta move my thing here. I want you to label each section with the questions below, and then we're going to answer them and draw something to reflect the question. So if you are following us on YouTube or Facebook, in one of your columns or one of your sections from out of the 3, please write the question, what is something that your parents encourage you to do? And then in the second section, you're going to write, what is something you would like to do in the future? And in the third section, what is something you would like to help others do? Okay, 3 sections for 3 different questions. You're also going to, besides labeling each section, we are going to state what it is, right? Our answer for the question, and also draw a picture to reflect our answer in that question. Okay, and so I'm going to give everyone, I'll say 3 minutes to write these questions down before even answering. I just want to give 3 minutes to write the question down so that we can make sure we all have it. And those of you who are in virtual worlds, I'll give another extra minute and a half before we close out. So go ahead and write the question or questions. Obviously, if you have written down the questions, you can go ahead and start answering them. All right, so that is my buzzer. We are going to continue to work. I just want to thank those of you who are on YouTube and Facebook and watching with us. Thank you for joining us again for another great week at Storytime Saturdays with Reading for Smiles. If you are interested in having your child join us, you can send us an email at support@readingforsmiles.org or register with the links that are on our social media pages such as Facebook or even Instagram. Thank you so much.